Hello, man. I thought I had a couple more seconds there. Didn't have my game face on. Hello, everybody. Star Wars Real Talk here. Today, we're going to talk about Star Wars Visions. Now, I think we've all had time to watch the episodes and digest every episode. Some of us have watched it more than once. I know I have. I haven't seen every episode more than once. I just kind of rewatched the ones that I liked. I watched them the first time through in Japanese. The second time I watched in English just because I wanted to see what it was like, what the rest of you were watching in English. What's up, Simply Everything? What's up, Paperback Art? What's up, Nick? Mr. Darth? Gray? Good to see you guys. Wow, awesome. So happy to see you guys here. So we do have, I know there's a couple of guests that are going to be joining me, but this video is an open discussion. I don't do these that often, but I really feel like with Star Wars Visions coming to an end, I wanted to open up the floor to you guys. If anyone wants to hop on and join in the conversation, the link is it's pinned in the comments. It's also in the description. So that being said, let's open the floor with a low ball. Okay, what was your guys' favorite episode? Comment your favorite episode of Visions. And while you guys do that, I'll tell you mine was, I think, The Village Bride for sure. I knew from its promotional materials that it was going to be an episode that I really was going to enjoy just because of the animation style, the art style. I could tell it was going to be a little bit more slow paced. People would have time to take it in, get to know the characters a little bit better. I feel like The Village Bride was one of those shows that I would have liked a full season out of, you know. But the thing with Visions was that since these episodes were all like one-offs, they were all kind of like the peak to every single story. You know, like when we look at the twins was so action packed. Some people thought there was too much action in the twins. But I thought it was good. But the thing is, like, I would have liked to see a whole season before that, you know, just to see what led the boy twin to make that decision. You know, they kind of threw in a little vision. That's meta. They threw in a vision of him of the future, and that's why he turned on his sister, right, to save her. But it would have been nice to see that whole season right before that, up to that point. What's up, Matt Cave? Appreciate the resub. We're pretty close to 3K. I'm really genuinely surprised about that. I appreciate you guys. And I got a fun idea for the 3,000 subscriber special. It's going to be, we're all going to laugh and cringe together. Trust me. So, we're talking favorite episodes right now. I'm waiting for a couple people to show up yet, but again, this is an open discussion. Anybody can join in and talk. If you have a favorite episode, drop it and let's talk about it, man. I think, like I said, The Village Bride was my favorite. I think my least favorite was probably Akakiri. Well, we can talk about. I don't want to start. I don't want to start talking smack on the episodes that I didn't think were as good. I want to start with everything that we found the best. The old guy one, the elder, and the first one. I know a lot of people enjoyed the duel the most. It was really smart of them to put that as the first episode on the list. Pull me in. That's I'm glad that you said that because that's something that I was talking about, how this was kind of going to be a gateway for a lot of people into the anime world and vice versa. A lot of people from the anime world into the Star Wars world. But I mean, I don't know if there's going to be that effect on everybody. Like you said, you didn't have it. I imagine that probably not a lot of people. I think it would have had a greater effect had we had an entire season about any of these shows. You know, if you really could have gotten time to get to know characters and really digest what it means to watch an anime, all the different emotions and everything else that comes with it, it would be a lot different than just seeing a one-off. You don't really get attached to the characters. You don't really care that much. It's exciting, but I'm gonna read a couple comments and I'm gonna bring in the first guest here. Hop character. Honestly, I loved Hop. I thought I wasn't gonna like that one. I ain't no furry, but damn, was that bunny adorable. Top 3, Ninth Jedi, The Duel, and The Bread. That's a peak opinion, my man. peak opinion. Okay, we're going to bring in somebody who has never been on this channel before. I'm very excited that he has the time to join us. This is another fellow Canadian taking over the YouTube game, Canadian Cinematic Universe. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? How you doing? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, dude.
Good,
I'm
good.
glad you made it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
So, okay, we're talking about our favorite episodes. What was your favorite?
Um, you know what? I've been going back and forth. After my first viewing, it was definitely the twins.
Mhm.
And then I did say Ninth Jedi after I finished the whole thing, but I think I got to go back and say the twins is definitely my favorite.
So, why would you say it's your favorite?
I don't know. It felt the most Star Warsy to me, if that makes any sense. I don't know. It
Hmm.
was just the sound effects and all that stuff and the music, and then the fight scenes, as wild as they were so entertaining. And I like the story between the brother and the sister. I don't know. It wasn't a like complicated story or anything like it. It was very basic,
Yeah,
but it did what it needed to do, and I thought it was just a beautiful episode and a lot of fun. So
it did feel like it was like the most Star Warsy of all of them.
yeah, yeah,
Did you
yeah,
find that you
absolutely.
you favored the ones that were more Star Warsy, or like did you have a preference as to which ones were better?
Yeah, I'd say the ones that were more Star Warsy were definitely I lean to because I'm
Mm,
not huge into anime, right? So if it was more Star Wars, then I'd probably be into it more. Like the duel definitely felt Star Wars to me, but also a little bit different.
mhm.
Um, I say that the twins and then the Ninth Jedi are probably my top three for sure.
You know, it's funny why everybody likes the duel so much because it's like it is not very Star Warsy, really. Like
Yeah,
it felt like it took place in ancient Japan. There was like grain
yeah,
on the screen. It was black and white. There
yeah,
wasn't like a ton of Star Wars elements yet. It still did so well, and everyone loved it so much.
yeah.
I wonder why that was.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe it's just the feel of it. It was so like such a small story. It
Hmm.
was I don't know, but and the animation I thought was really well done. Very
Yeah.
different, but
The sound
yeah,
effects are really good in that. The sound was so
yeah,
good in every single of these
yeah.
episodes.
I'll give it that. Yeah, it did. The sound wise felt like Star Wars. That's for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, since the twins was your favorite, what did you think about some of those things that happened near the end in the fight scene, about them fighting in space, about him riding on the X-wing? Like, did that stuff kind of
Yeah.
bother you at all?
No, it didn't. It was over the top, but again, it was like it was so fun already. Like it just made it more enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
Especially like right when they went into it was like she was talking to her like outside of the battle or like in like a forced bubble or something like that, like so she could see what she's doing wrong. So but she thought he was trying to trick her. I thought that was a really cool part. It was like a reminded me of Doctor Strange actually in the mirror dimension
Mm,
when they're like
yeah.
trapped in this and it's not the real world, but like the real world can't see them but they can see outside. It felt like that. It was something very different use of the force that I thought, and I thought it was really really cool actually. And then she broke free, obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I thought that was a standout for me.
it was really clever how they did that, because he was like having a vision of the future and
Yeah,
showing him.
yeah,
And that was a really clever way of us understanding his motivation without any backstory. It's like, hey,
exactly.
you're gonna screw up. That's why I'm doing this. And
Yeah,
he's not like, oh, I'm a rebel now. I'm for the Republic. He's like, I don't care
he
about any of that. He only cares about his sister.
he's trying to save his sister. Yeah, I think that's honestly that was the beautiful part for me because they're twins and like and they're still related, obviously. But
Yeah.
yeah, he just wanted to save his sister. So I thought that was cool. And the ending, of course, like ending with him looking at the twin sons, like that just felt poetic to me as well. Like
Mm.
whole episodes about the twins, and you end with the twin sons. Like that's perfect.
He felt very much like Luke. Like he gave off like Luke vibes.
He did, yeah. I thought so too.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this one from Mr. Darth here. I would say my favorite episode is The Elder. It had the perfect prequel vibe.
Mm.
Overall, it was pretty decent, but I can't say the same for all the episodes. Okay, yeah, it did. That was the only one that really took place in the prequel era, right? I think so.
Yes, I believe so. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, followed that Master Padawan. I'm not gonna lie. I think I kind of expected a little bit more from that one. Like, it was really good. I just
Mm.
it was very slow paced, I guess, which was like, it was a
Yeah.
good story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The one thing that kind of cheesed me about this one, and it would be good otherwise, is that the Padawan takes a lightsaber strike to his torso and he drops. I'm like, that man is dead.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he just comes
He's
back.
just
He's like, hey,
it's
I'm
all
alive
good.
now.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah. I know.
damn, Disney with your freaking lightsaber swings. Just are they
Yeah.
lethal or not?
I know. I know.
That was the same thing with Lop and Ocho at the end. They
Mm,
fight. She does this double X thing. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, she's dead. Not only a lightsaber strike, but also that what's that thing called? That three-pronged weapon,
Oh
whatever.
crap. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she pulled through.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Right on, Juicy.
Uh,
Um, I thought the twins would look somewhat menacing when they took off their helmets. Yeah, yeah, they were quite young. Hey,
yeah. Yeah. I was expecting something a little different. Yeah.
I could tell that like a lot of these the shows there wasn't a ton of lip syncing if they could avoid it. Like
Hmm.
characters would talk off screen or they would talk with the helmet on, and it's just like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
those studios knew that they were going to get dubbed over like 10 times by other countries.
Right. Right. Yeah.
High Republic, that's interesting. I
Oh, maybe.
never even thought that far.
Yeah. That actually might line up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I also wanted to comment on the duel, the ending where he deceives her.
Hmm.
I thought that that was a very Sith way to win a fight. It was kind of a dirty
Yes.
win, wasn't it?
It was very cool, but it was also, yeah, it wasn't very like Jedi or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of like that because, like, after watching it a couple times, I was like, damn, this dude not afraid to fight dirty. But it's
Hmm.
like, what would a Jedi have done? Would a Jedi still have done that? Is that
I think a
considered
Jedi would have
resourceful?
tricked her, but I don't think he like right stabbed her right in the back. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I can see Anakin doing something like that, but
very true.
because he doesn't care. But
Yeah, and yeah, it's very
yeah,
strategic.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Was there anything in Visions that like really stood out to you?
I mean, again, not being a huge anime fan, I was excited for it. Like it's different.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed some of the animation, some of the episodes. If I were to say anything that fully stood out that I 100% loved was the music. I actually thought it wasn't like Star Wars music, but it felt like Star Wars music. It's
Mm.
not being John Williams, but it did have that Star Wars feel. So I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, it's they're gonna have to pass the torch from John Williams at some point. People
Oh,
got to learn how to
absolutely.
make Star Wars music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
but
sure.
a lot of those like the soundtracks, they did have that Japanese feel, but you could tell there was like a hint of Star Wars in there. And like
Yeah, every
some
time
of the
I thought,
melodies.
yeah, I thought I was gonna get into the John Williams themes sometimes. Like it had that feel going. Like I was like, oh, here comes like Duel of the Fates for a second. But I'm like, it didn't happen, but it still felt like Star Wars. So it was a nice feel. Yeah,
Mm. I'm pretty sure I heard Ray's theme snuck into one of those things
yeah, I
somewhere.
know. Every time I thought it was gonna be a theme, I'm like, oh, it wasn't, but it did a nice trick and was
Yeah.
still really enjoyable.
What was your least favorite episode?
What was the last one called? Kari? Was it a Kari or
Akakiri,
something?
I
A
think.
Kakiri? Yeah. I don't know. I was really bored during that episode. I don't know
Yeah,
what I didn't like about it, but I didn't really like the animation, honestly. But
yeah. It felt like like maybe an '80s cartoon from Japan,
yeah, yeah.
which is like some people are into that old like anime style.
Hmm.
Not for me. I have yet to meet anybody who enjoyed
Yeah,
Akakiri.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know. I just
yeah.
I couldn't get into that one.
It was very slow paced,
Yeah,
and the comic relief felt kind of almost unnecessary
yeah. I
with
don't know.
those two characters. And the Jedi had like the main character. He was having these like visions of the future, right?
Hmm.
That's what it was, and we didn't know why. So it did give him this level of mystery, but
Yeah,
how it came to be felt very awkward at the end. I felt like I had no idea how they got to that ending. When
yeah.
like the sun was set and he's like fighting those guards. I thought it was a dream.
Yeah. maybe there's more to the episode that we didn't realize, but I don't know. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Gray. Thanks for popping by. Appreciate you. Oh, I think I would agree with you with Akakiri. I didn't really like T0B1. It was cute. It was good.
I didn't think I would like it, but I actually found myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. I don't know. It was a very childish episode, but which isn't a bad thing. I don't mind that. But I thought the saber fight actually kind of made me enjoy it a bit more, and the animation on it was really cool.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah.
So that was an Inquisitor, which means that took place, I guess, post Order 66 at some point. I don't know how long Inquisitors were around for.
I think they started like pretty much right after Revenge of the Sith. They started making them. So.
But when did the Inquisitors phase out? Like, we don't really see any of them in the OT.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never thought about that, actually.
What's OT after Revenge of the Sith? That's about 15 years, right?
Yeah, but we see them. I mean, they're in Rebels, and Rebels is
they're
like
in
the start
Rebels.
of the rebellion.
They're in Fallen Order.
So it's like, what the heck happened to the Inquisitors in the OT? Why aren't they hunting Luke?
Maybe they all were wiped out by then. I don't know.
Yeah, just never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got a couple people joining us yet. I think that they are a little bit late, but that's okay. Me and Cinematic Universe are holding it down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you done a Visions thing on your channel yet?
I did do a review, just giving my quick thoughts and overall opinion on it. I dropped that about a day after it came out. I finished it in the first day, and I was like, I'll do the review now. And I was originally going to do it and like split it up into 3 parts, but I thought, I'll just do it in one simple video, just giving my quick opinion and thoughts on it. So,
is there one episode that you'd like to see a full season out of?
Oh, the twins, for sure. I want a series out of that, like a continuation at least.
Yeah. Like when we think about like, oh, we want part 2, we want episode 2, but like some of these shows, I feel like they'd be better off like as like a prequel, almost leading up to it. So like, where would you want that continuation? Would you want to know before, up to that point, or after?
That's actually a really good question. Maybe even I might even like. Well, I mean, I would like a continuation of after, but I actually wouldn't mind a prequel, like explaining how these twins came to be, where they came from. And stuff like that. That actually would be cool, and that would help. That would probably help you enjoy this episode a bit more, actually, if we get more context behind who these characters are.
Yeah, I was almost expecting like a little bit of because the guy felt very much like Luke, but she didn't. Like I didn't really get Leia vibes from her.
No.
But I mean, the fight probably wouldn't have happened if she did. But
no, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You want more of the 9th Jedi? Yeah. So what'd you think about the lightsaber twist?
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. I did enjoy that. I thought that episode was a little slow at the beginning, but I found myself getting more into it as it went on. And then that whole saber fight was just a blast. So definitely top 3 episodes for me.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Darth? Welcome to the stream. I can see that you're muted. Maybe you just need a second. But
what's up?
Body's in here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you.
Got some new people on the channel, man. This is great.
Awesome, man. This is actually the first time I'm on your channel on a stream.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't do open discussions that often, but I really appreciate you guys coming out when I do.
Yeah,
no problem, man.
What was your favorite episode?
Me? I would say The Elder. I enjoyed it. It had a good vibe to it. Good prequel vibe.
Well, what were your favorite parts about it, aside from the good vibe?
It's the whole thing about heading into the mystery of the Sith. I mean, they were like talking about it earlier in the episode, which is pretty interesting. Like, it's like, all right, we're getting into the Phantom Menace. There we go. All right, so I enjoy that.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess the Phantom Menace hadn't happened yet because Maul hadn't revealed himself yet.
Yeah.
Right. So that must have been
Yeah.
very shocking for them to see that old dude as a Sith.
I know, it's like
He was very old.
I know, it's
Yeah.
like, and I also like the part at the end of the duel, like he was talking about, like, I wonder what this guy was like in his prime. I'm like, I'm wondering that myself. Like, is this dude like maybe a clone of Palpatine? Like, you never know.
Palpatine's just like totally shriveled into this little.
I know, it's this little midget dude.
Yeah.
I
really
hilarious.
like that they emphasized that point so much that he's old. He's not in his prime. And like,
Yeah.
and he talked about like, man, I wish I was fighting you while I was in my prime. I don't know why I like that. It's just like we're so used to seeing everybody at their prime.
I know. But that would be wild to see if, in the future. I mean, if they come out with an episode 2, I highly doubt it. But I would like to see a version of him come back, like another clone of him.
Okay, so now I feel like you just hit a controversial point. I don't know how on board I am with this clone talk.
Come on, think about it. A Sith clone would be badass.
Well, like a Palpatine thing.
Yeah, that would be badass, wouldn't it?
This old guy had cloning technology before Palpatine did.
Imagine.
Man, you never know, bro. You never
Or
know.
Palpatine, man.
You just sold it to him.
Yeah.
Sold him the rights.
Oh,
that'd be hilarious.
Well, I mean, the door's open to that. I mean, I don't know why the Palpatine thing felt like such a shock that he was a clone when we already had cloning technology for the entire prequels. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think more because they didn't clone any Force wielders at that point. I think that was more the surprise, but
which is kind of like I think a lot of people were expecting Omega to be Force sensitive.
Yeah, me too.
Something we haven't talked about in a long time. But there was that whole thing like, can you create life as a Force sensitive person? I don't think they can do that yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was good popping in. I actually have to go now, so I'll see you next stream, man.
No, happy to see you, man. Thanks for popping in.
Peace out, man. You too. Canadian.
You need to have a name. What do you go by?
I don't know. Actually,
you go by Canadian or Universe.
God, yeah. I guess just Canadian, but I don't know.
CCU. Sounds kind of like MCU.
Yeah, that was the plan.
I think we were completely underwhelmed with the effort put in there. Yeah. With the clone thing, I guess it just kind of felt like it.
Yeah,
kind of like a cheap trick, but we're not going to go that route today.
That's another day's topic.
All right. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today was this whole idea of non-canon visions. So at first I was kind of bitter about it not being canon. I was like, why bother making this new series if it's not going to be canon? But now it seems like this opened a lot of doors and this could be really good for Star Wars. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, like I was okay with it being non-canon because of how different and wild the stories were, but I didn't think it would fit in, what we know as canon now. Unless they were, trying to connect it, then that's totally fine. But if they were not trying to connect it at all, then I'm fine with it not being canon. But if they wanted to continue this and maybe make it canon or make one of the stories canon, I think that would be really cool if it fits.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to see more seasons and possibly like sequels to these episodes in other seasons. I think that'd be cool. And if it can create its own kind of universe within itself, then I think that works without it being canon to
Sure.
the its own to our canon that we know right now. Then I
Yeah.
don't think that's a big deal.
So now are these individual Vision episodes? Are they all their own canons, but not canon to the Star Wars universe?
Yeah, I
are we
would
now
assume
creating new
so.
canon universes?
Yeah, yeah.
Only Star Wars, man. Only Star Wars would go that far.
I know.
It did allow for a lot of really cool stuff, like the twist in the Ninth Jedi was so cool, that reveal, and it felt like, hey, this could work, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
What did you think about her having like a grayish silver blade? Just meant that she was. They just said that like that meant that she wasn't ready, right? Or like,
yeah, I thought it was cool.
I would expected it to like turn a color during the fight at some point, you know,
yeah,
or something like that, because she seemed like if the sabers were based on people's personalities, like who they were as people, like wouldn't hers already be blue at the start, or like, you know?
That's interesting to think about.
Yeah, it does. Well, that's the thing. It's a cool idea, and I think it could work really well.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
You could make it, man. Good to see you.
Thanks. Yeah, good to see you guys too. How are you today?
Yeah, good.
Doing
Happy
good,
to
doing
be
good.
having an open chat with you
All
guys
right,
again.
all right. So where are we at here? What are we talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about non-canon Envisions, and like
Love it.
whether
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about the lightsaber reveal in the Ninth Jedi,
Oh yeah.
their intentions,
That
and
that
how
was
cool
so
that was.
cool. That was so, like, I didn't think about it till you just said it now, but yeah, like the fact that how you're aligned with the Force determines what color your lightsaber is so cool.
Yeah, and something I didn't notice until the second time I watched it was, you know how that dude gets a purple lightsaber at the end,
Yeah.
right? The one
Yeah,
of them was red.
it was red and then it goes purple, right?
Yeah, that happened while he was fighting her. I didn't notice that the first time I was watching. Like they're locked blades, and we see it change to purple because he's looking at her. He's like, "Who are you? Like, what's your deal? Why are you doing this?" And as he was like questioning it, his lightsaber changed to purple. I was just like, I just got goosebumps explaining it. It was
Man, I'm getting goosebumps hearing you explain it.
yeah. I definitely thought I was going to be a lot more bitter about the non-canon thing than I was. Like, I'm very pleasantly surprised about it.
Honestly, I don't think I ever thought I was going to be bitter about it. I was honestly just so excited for there to be like anime and Star Wars together. You know, that's what I was most excited for Visions. And I thought each creator, all episodes, just did such a great job of creating an origin and then wrapping it up in one episode. Like that must be incredibly difficult to do. But I watched every episode. I was like, man, I am satisfied. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you get to the end of the show, you're like, oh, you're kind of itching for more. But I watched these, I was like, they have to be like auditioning for their own spin-off series or something with like that shit, you know?
So what do you guys think they're gonna do? Do you think that they're gonna continue like with any of them, or are they just gonna leave it as is? Like,
if I had to pick one they would continue with, it would, I think, like, and this wouldn't be like my personal preference, just sort of like all around story, what I actually think. I think they would do the Ninth Jedi as its own.
I would agree. I think there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential, and I think the fact that it's also set after Rise of Skywalker gives also
then
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because they each have like their own, like, they're not canon, but it's still a single point in the Star Wars universe, right? Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, and it felt like the start of something, you know, like the twins. We kind of caught it at the end. The duel, it kind of felt like we were just peeking into this guy's life a little bit and then leaving, and like.
But it also felt like closer to the end, because I believe for that one there's also like a pre-novel, right?
Yeah, there's a novel coming out.
Oh, really?
I'm really excited about that book.
That's
I'm gonna
cool.
for sure get that book. Isn't it? It's so weird. Like with Ronin, because that's what the book's gonna be called. That's what the dude's called.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that book. I can't wait. But then I'm like, High Republic. I have to like kind of motivate myself to. It's like the thing is, I feel like I'm curious, but I don't care that much. But with Ronin, I'm like, oh yeah, of course I'm buying it. Like, and that's just
honestly, yeah. Like when I saw it, I was like, my initial thought wasn't I'm buying it. It was, oh, that'd be cool, you know.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool though. Okay, what was your guys' least favorite episode? That's what I want to know.
yeah,
and why? And why?
Yeah, we touched on this a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you want to go first there?
Yeah. Again, sorry for mispronouncing. Is it a Kakari? Was that it?
Akakiri. It's not a
Akakiri.
good name.
I know,
I
I know. But yeah, that was definitely my least favorite. As to why, I mean, really, I just couldn't get into it. I just felt kind of bored during it, and I didn't really like the animation. Some people may, which again, that's no big deal. But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find myself getting into that one too much. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's that's my least favorite one too, pretty much
Okay.
for the reasons you said. Like, I wasn't a huge like I appreciated the animation style. It wasn't my favorite. And let
Yeah.
me just say, I did like the episode. I really did like it.
You liked
liked that.
Akakiri?
I did like it, yeah. Because we finally see a Jedi that's actually like going to the dark side because of love. I'm not saying Anakin didn't or anything like that, but he was just sort of like, you know, the chosen one, and I'm just sort of tired of talking about it. So.
Well, it felt very reluctant. Like I didn't get the vibe that he was turning to the dark side. I felt like he made a deal with the devil, kind of a thing.
I think that's accurate. I think that's true. But now he's going to try to like, you know, protect her. You know, and that's just his start to the dark side. I think it starts with a like actual submission, calling like a dark master or a dark master your master. You know. Hey, what's up, Count Juicy?
Yeah, I felt like that story was like I didn't really know what was going on the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That one, it did kind of feel like we just kind of came in, saw it, like just sort of like flew over, and then it's like, okay, the fight's over, and this Sith just completely destroyed this guy.
But like, it didn't really feel like I was watching something Star Wars until like the lightsabers came out. Like it felt like I was just watching an anime. Like it didn't even occur to me that this was Star Wars until the lightsabers came out.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I could see why.
Okay, I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with it being like anime style. Like I like the really Japanese culture once. But that one, I just feel like Akakiri just kind of missed the mark a little bit on like this
make it a Star Wars, make it an
anime,
make it your own. You feel like they make it Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like they missed the Star Wars pick of that. Like make it an anime, make it your own, and make it Star Wars. You know, I feel like those were like the 3 points each director was given. That's what I sort of felt like for each anime, for each episode. I mean, excuse me. I talked with Real Talk about this earlier, but the episode that probably surprised me of how much I liked it the most was Tatooine Rhapsody. I freaking loved that episode. Like, I'm usually not a big fan of the chibi style animation, but I thought they did a fantastic job. I thought, it's honestly like one of my top, like one of my favorite episodes of Visions is Tatooine Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love what they did with it.
It was fun. Yeah.
I was very pleasantly surprised too. Like going into it, I thought it was going to be bottom tier. Like why am I going to care about this band? And I should preface that by saying I have watched an entire anime completely dedicated to a band and following a band, and I was still thinking like, why am I going to care about this?
Yeah. It was fun, yeah.
But they gave us, you know, some cool new like Star Wars races to look at, some familiar characters, and they didn't like. I don't want to say like destroy them, but you know what I mean. Like they didn't destroy the characters. They did a really great job with Boba and Jabba, like keeping their character feel and stuff, but making it chibi and making it fun.
Yeah.
which is, you know, what Star Wars, not the chibi part, but what Star Wars is all about, just making it fun and making it awesome.
Yeah. Did you guys hear Boba's voice in Japanese?
No, not
You
yet.
catch that one?
No.
It was so well done. I could swear Tamora Morrison was just speaking Japanese. Maybe they got him to
Really?
do the role in Japanese. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
That would be
Yeah,
crazy.
check that out, man. That would
But
be
yeah.
crazy if that happened. That would be so awesome if that's what they did.
I highly doubt it, but okay. I hope the audio will go well here.
Honestly, average, I was waiting for a Jar Jar episode as well.
Oh god. Yeah.
Like, it's non-canon, freaking Dark Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Make it happen,
Really,
you know?
they could have went crazy.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
hold up.
let's
What's
watch this.
happening? It was so well done, man. Oh wait, I don't know if I shared the audio. It's not coming through?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
僕らは僕 J が今はライブ中なんだけど
用があるのはナメクジ野郎だ。ついてこい。
Okay.
ジャバザハットがお呼びだ。
I like that, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that sounds good.
I don't think it was the what's
It was
his name?
it wasn't but when I
No,
was
yeah.
watching it, I'm like, damn, that's Boba.
抵抗すれば
That could be
仲
Boba.
間を解体する。まさかサインが欲しいってか
Gee.
Yeah, I just want to hear his voice.
You dare use my own spell against me?
The music is so good in this one,
無
man.
駄な抵抗はやめろ。焦らずともお前はすぐに処刑台行きだ。俺が何をしたってんだ。分かってるだろ。
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the mask sound effect that makes it really sound like him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like the
think
little
that's
bit
it,
of like,
yeah.
Oh, that's true.
and
I don't even know what you
they
would
just
call it,
nailed like
static
the
or something. Yeah.
yeah, and like the raspiness of his voice too
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I think that's something that Visions did really well is they really like feel like they kept the respect for Star Wars. Like they really did a good job like preserving the image and like paying
Mhm.
tribute, and it didn't feel like it was fan service or like they were like trying to make it very Star Warsy. They did a very good job at like non-canon doing things new but still making it feel Star Wars and not
Right.
like you said, they didn't disrespect Boba. They very easily could have. I mean, look at him. He looks he looks like a child, and yet he's still Boba Fett, like
Yeah.
undoubtedly.
hmm But the thing about that one too, it's like it's such a light anime, but there's actually like a lot of like deep, dark like subplots within that. You know, like it's in the
Yeah.
middle of the like there's like war before, and this kid's like he was like a Padawan and like just almost died, and then like found singing, but then like G's gonna be friggin' executed if they don't perform well,
Yeah.
and potentially the rest of the band. Depending on poorly they perform, but it still feels so light and so fun and Star Wars, but
Yeah.
there's still that element of like danger, you know?
Yeah, it would have been awesome if he like unsheathed his lightsaber mic and just shanked somebody.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's just a mic. Chill out.
Yeah, there's some like hidden
So
rebellion like code within their song, and the
Yeah.
whole crowd just rebels against Jabba.
It's like a throwing knife.
Oh, but speaking of like throwing knives, like in the Elder, like the like dagger lightsabers, so cool,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
so well done, you know?
I thought those were going to be weird, but they were very fitting.
Yeah. Now, correct me. Aren't Ahsoka's sabers like a bit shorter than the average one too, or no?
She has the one. I think she carries one that's shorter, and then one that's
Okay.
full sized. I think
Okay.
like one's kind of like a
Yeah,
block and parry saber.
Neat. Okay. That's pretty cool.
I feel like now they're both the same length though in like Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I think that was
I
only
think
Clone
they
Wars
might
that
be.
there was the short and the long one.
Mm.
But yeah, all I know is with Ahsoka, she has the curves on the hilts. Like those are curved.
Hmm.
But,
Mhm.
yeah.
So, how would you guys feel about a canon Star Wars anime?
I mean, it's like obviously I wanted this to be canon. I wanted all this to be canon, but now that I've seen it, it's like I don't know if I even care that much. Like
Yeah.
this kind of shattered my reality of do we need canon at all?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like now we can do. Doesn't matter. Like I
Okay.
don't have to stress about it anymore. You know, I felt like
True.
going into Visions, like it not being canon. There's just part of me that's just like, I hope that it's it's not canon. I hope that they still kind of keep it like in my head. There's always that nagging voice that like if something's canon, like watching I don't know Bad Batch or Mando or anything like that, any kind of new Star Wars, I'm always
Right,
just
the
like,
bar's just already up here.
don't break canon. Don't break
Yeah.
canon.
Yeah.
Like Kenobi's coming up. I'm like, oh, they better keep it within canon or it's going to be ruined.
Oh man.
But I don't really care that much. Although
I
would like a
respect
canon
that
anime.
answer. That I was gonna say I want them to do it, but after hearing your answer, I'm kind of like, no, that's how I feel now too.
Because I wasn't stressed anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
I didn't even think of that. But yeah. Wow.
I mean, Star Wars, we're very passionate. We care a lot.
Right.
So I feel like we almost as fans, we have this obligation or this responsibility to just make sure it stays this perfect Star Wars because we have this image in our head of, the OT and the prequels and the sequels for some, and we just don't want to break it.
They're trolling me in chat right now. Apparently, Canadian Cinematic Universe and Burko are not the same person. So, that's
I don't know who that Burko guy is.
I don't know.
I mean, it could almost be. Like some of these weren't canon, but like I don't even really
Yeah,
notice
you know
the
what?
difference
Yeah,
that much.
screw it. It's canon to me now, paperback.
If it
canon.
fits, then you could definitely say it's canon if you wanted. Like,
I mean, honestly, like with what happened in the episode, there's nothing that happened that
affects if it doesn't affect anything from the OT or the only one I could see that actually, I mean, that I can think of off the top of my head is the twins. That would kind of affect the OT.
They didn't even try to keep that one canon.
Yeah, that was totally not canon. You can't say that one's canon.
Yeah.
Hey, it would
not
make
canon, you say.
It would make Leia just force pulling the ship in outer space in episode 8 make more sense.
The first time I saw that and they were fighting in space, I was like, I swear there's gonna be some people that are gonna hate this because it doesn't really make sense. But I don't know.
A lot of people
I
are
love
pointing
that
out
the twins just did that.
Yeah,
a lot of people are pointing out the fact that after the fight, the droid came to help her, and the droid was wearing a astronaut helmet.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I noticed
my
that too.
God, that's so.
I love that you're like processing that.
I did notice that too, and I'm like, that's weird. Why is he?
I didn't even think of it.
But that
When I
droid was
watching.
also kind of funny, where I could see him being kind of dumb enough to do that, so it worked for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't catch that my first time through. Also, the Java character in the band had hair. That's not canon.
Oh,
Huts can't have hair, can they? Shattered my
can.
image.
Shattered it.
Took me right out of it.
What is Star Wars?
Yeah, but I really liked the sheathed lightsabers. They were so cool.
Yeah, like in the duel and stuff like that.
The duel,
like
I think the Elder, they were also sheathed.
Right.
Them out already on.
Yeah,
It just looks so cool.
Yeah,
I don't know, that worked. That worked for me.
Yeah, it was.
But damn, those sheaths got to be built tough.
Oh, Fett's saying it's a wig on the character in the band. I could see that, honestly. I could see
show your citation there, buddy.
Oh well, yeah, because
Prove
if he's trying to blend in and not be found by Jabba, I mean, I would wear a wig, wouldn't you? You would. That way, nobody thinks you're.
Oh, this
And the
guy can't be
conspiracies
hot.
begin.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
Incognito. Hot in a wig. You know what actually was? Oh man. TOB1. I loved that episode.
I'm not surprised you liked it. I can totally see how you loved it.
Yeah, I thought that episode was great. I don't even know, like there's that daily debate in the Discord with like just ranking our favorite Visions episodes. I can't, man. I literally can't. I think even like with Akakiri, like I didn't love it, but I still liked it, you know.
Yeah, I didn't hate it either. Like I did a little ranking in my last video,
Okay.
and
Oh
I
yeah.
had 4 columns, and none of them were like said bad. And then by the end, I deleted 1 column just to even close the gap even more.
Okay,
It was
so
like,
yeah,
I feel dirty
I feel like
ranking these.
we're all in the same boat with that then. Like, well, I can't say one was bad because I really liked all of them. Even like Lop and Ocho, that one I was a little skeptical going into.
Me too.
I really liked it though. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was super fun. Like kind of like did something at the end where I wasn't really expecting it. You know.
I love that one.
With Ocho like being an Imperial and
I
and
would have
honestly,
liked to see more of that one, man.
me too. Me too.
Like the time jump. Like what happened in that time jump? Why did she become like this?
Crazy, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I just love that the Imperial officer looked like a Bleach villain or something like that. You know, like just with like the green hair, and it was just like sort of just a wild style. You know.
Yeah. Okay. With T0B1, I'm
Mhm.
also very disappointed that they never called him Toby at
Me
any
too.
point. I thought
Me
it was
too. I
so
was
good.
hoping they
yeah.
were. Yeah, that would have been so good.
So
I
how
think
did this droid who literally just got his lightsaber that day defeat an Inquisitor? Like I know it's just an anime, I know it's goofy, but I was just like, oh really? This is gonna
Oh.
happen.
I mean, they use the same logic as Episode 7. Use the Force, Ray.
It's true. I was kind of
Except except TOB1 was probably like they don't really go into like how long he was there. Probably a really long freaking time.
What did you think about that one? CCU.
I
Teaser
honestly I
B1.
didn't even really notice that or pay attention to that. Like, hey, how did he beat this Inquisitor? I was just like really into the fight in general. I thought it was really fun, that fight.
Mm.
But in the animation in that fight actually kind of carried it for me.
Yeah,
But,
the animation was so good, and the fight was good. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it really blended together really nicely. But I don't know how I didn't notice that. Yeah, I was just like really into the fight in general.
What's up, Nick?
On that fight. But in the animation in that fight actually kind of carried it.
Yeah.
But-
Hello.
How you
Hey, Nick.
doing, Nick? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. He's Dragon Eyes in the server.
Oh, Mr. Fett said they did call him
Dragon
Toby.
Eyes.
So the
They did
reason why they I'm doing good. So the reason why I can hear you.
I might be a little bit delayed there, I think. Are you watching the stream on YouTube? Or are you in the stream yard?
Yeah, I might be in the stream. Hold on.
Okay. While he's getting that set up, I wanted to ask you guys if any of those Visions episodes were to be live action, which would you want to see?
Probably the duel.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Duel could be good in live action.
But keep
for
it
sure.
like black and white with just the red lightsabers. Like, you know how they did Logan in a black and white version?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
keep it
That's
black
better.
and white.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's better.
That one felt very realistic. It felt like a samurai movie, kind of.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that there was just like I think when they released the information about that one, they said like most of the towns were like ruled by Jedi, and I love that they just didn't put any Jedi in it. They just kept Ronin and the Sith, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they were
It's
both.
like this isn't a Jedi story. This is just a cool freaking lightsaber scene.
Yeah.
Wait, can
What about you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Eh.
The episode I want to see live action, it would be either the 9 or I have to say it would be the 9.
Ninth Jedi. Yeah, that's fair. That
Ninth
one
felt like-
was
Felt like it could be a Star Wars movie, honestly. Like the plot line, like that could have been like almost the start of the sequel trilogy right there. You know?
yeah.
9 Jedi and the Village Bride. I want to see live action.
Village Bride was very good.
Yeah, I actually did enjoy that one as well. Yeah.
I loved the just the simple like Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul on Tatooine ending. You know, just
Yes.
a single slash. We don't even see it, and we're
Yeah.
satisfied.
Yeah.
It had
Just
no
because
big
we just
fight, but
know Obi-Wan's the freaking man. And yeah, you know, so now it's like, oh, this Jedi's just freaking awesome.
yeah.
So was that dude with the droid helmet, was he a Jedi or was he just a dude in the
I
Village
think it
Bride?
was,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it
he
was
would.
just a dude.
Was he just a dude?
I didn't catch this until my second time watching it. Is that I think like her and that her traveling companion, let's call it. They talk about the planet like they talk about this planet. They always talk about it from that perspective. I don't think that like they lived there. I think they were just traveling.
Mhm.
Like, they were just passing by and they got caught up in this. Did you guys get that at all?
Yeah, I did get that. Like
Yeah.
originally I thought they were just traveling together as master and apprentice, but I didn't get that
Yeah,
feeling
that's
by
what I
at
thought
the
at
end of it.
first.
Yeah. Yeah, but I love the pacing. It felt so well done. Like I actually really like the slow pace, like the animes. Like the Ninth Jedi, there was this tension the entire time.
Yes.
They were waiting for that guy to show up.
Yeah.
But like that was the tension, but then there was this tension afterwards. So
Yeah.
I mean, I do have
Well,
a
you got some
channel. I
fans,
just don't
man.
have any videos
Oh,
on it.
you too.
Oh, paper. I'm not doing 9 videos, man. That's low. Sorry, man. I'm not.
Nick, what was your favorite episode?
My favorite episode would actually be it would be The Elder, but also
Elder was
Lop and
freaking
Ocho.
cool.
Lop and Ocho.
Mm.
Were there
I
any
do-
episodes you guys were like maybe one you were pleasantly surprised with and one that you were maybe disappointed? Not
Honestly,
disappointed, but it wasn't what you thought it would be.
I was expecting more from the twins. I
Yeah?
know it was like
Interesting. Go on.
I liked it. I just I don't know what I didn't excuse me, what I didn't like about it, but there was just something about that I didn't like.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, that's
know?
what you don't even have to explain it. You know, this some of these animes, that's the thing with anime. Like they don't different art styles, different stories, like they don't resonate with everybody.
Yeah, so that one was because I already said that, but Tatooine Rhapsody I was just
Right,
so
yes.
pleasantly surprised and just thrilled with. But yeah, the twins was one I was just like, I wasn't feeling it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you guys?
In terms of enjoying one more than I thought I would, it would be the wow, now I'm forgetting the freaking name of it. The Toby episode. I didn't think I was gonna like that one, but I did end up enjoying it more than I did. One I was disappointed with that I was expecting.
You
a little
expected more from?
Yeah, because I wasn't the only one I was actually disappointed was really the last one, but I wasn't expecting much from it anyways. But I don't even think maybe I was expecting more from the others, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, most of them they delivered. I mean, they were good episodes. You just preferred one style over another.
Maybe I was expecting more Boba, but again, I think it was also a perfect amount. So
We got more Boba than I thought we were gonna get. I thought he was just gonna like be in the background somewhere, and they milked him for marketing.
Yeah.
Look, this one's got Boba in it. You know?
Yeah.
He was a critical part of the show, and that's I feel like that's a little bit scary to dabble with Boba. I mean, a lot of people love Boba.
We even got like a cool Boba blaster scene as well.
Yeah.
So, like,
what were you gonna say, Nick?
What caught me by surprise was the twins, only because I watched a Kami got no wait not a Kami got killed, but
Kill la Kill?
Kill la Kill.
Yeah, Kill la Kill before, and I just like I didn't entirely like the art style, but then I'm like, okay, I like the twins now that I've got into that anime.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
then
fair enough.
with Toby did get me by surprise, but also what let me down is what's the ninth one,
Akakiri, yeah,
which was the
is
last
a
one.
tough one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Akakiri, that's
only because of the art style, not by the
Yeah.
story itself, but just the
Yeah,
art
fair
style.
enough. Okay, I got a couple more points I wanted to touch on in this stream, and that is kind of looking forward a little bit. We touched on live action, which one we'd want to see live action. What could you guys? It's not canon, I know, okay, but do you think there's a possibility we could ever see any of these characters in live action? Like if they were to do like a connecting universe type thing, like World Between Worlds, maybe. I don't know if that World Between Worlds would work with.
I mean,
Probably not.
There's kind of like a world between Worlds and Rebels, right? Or is that just sort of like
Yeah,
a
that's
time?
what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Same page.
I mean, a lot of people have thought that they were going to World Between Worlds, like do a new sequel trilogy, alternate universe type thing. But I don't know. I wanted to put the question out there, see what you guys thought.
I would rather not. I kind of wanted to keep it in its own little thing. I would like, more continuation of these stories, but I don't think we need them to show up in live action movies or anything like that. I think that would just because again, a lot of people may not be watching this show.
True.
And a lot of people still don't realize that, like some people might not watch Bad Batch, and say somebody from that shows up in the movies and they're like, who the hell is this? We would know because, we've watched it, but there are people that don't watch everything. And I think if they did that, I think, it wouldn't be the smartest thing to do.
It wasn't big enough.
Yeah. It's not like, Mandalorian and stuff like that, where like that would work. But I don't think it would be smart. I think if you're going to do anything else with these characters, do a continuation in another season of some of the episodes. Or if you want to do a spin-off animation of some of the episodes, sure, why not? But I don't think they should show up anywhere else, to be honest.
Not even as a cameo?
I mean,
one time.
As long as they don't interfere in the actual story and the other characters, and if it's just a background cameo, sure. As long as it doesn't hurt anything.
I guess it would have to fit the era.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, we don't have anything after episode 9. So,
True.
hey, it's
except for the 9th Jedi now.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
So if they ever make a movie after 9, who knows?
I think I could actually maybe see them doing something with Lop and Ocho, just because it's sort of like the imperial occupation of a planet, and because it's like a planet we've never really heard of in the Star Wars universe. They could just say, "Oh, this is a planet." They could just make that planet canon. It wouldn't be like difficult.
Also make Lop CGI a little bit.
Yeah.
And turn that into one of the OT trilogy parts of the planet. But at least make it brief, because it is in the Outer Rim.
See, if I were to do anything with Lop and Ocho, like for a canon Star Wars, I would do something with Gina Carano's character from The Mandalorian and make that planet part of her backstory, because she was like a rebel shock trooper.
Right.
So she could just go in, destroy that that Imperial base, and then off. And that's how Lop, and then what's her name in The Mandalorian? Gina Carano's character?
Cara Dune.
Thank you. Cara Dune could work with Lop to either overthrow Ocho and the Imperial commander, or force Ocho to come back.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So that's what I would do if I wanted to make one of those animes, like maybe just a canon episode in something.
Yeah,
because they kind of did that with Hera Syndulla. They kind of gave her a bit more of a backstory in the Bad Batch.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, with all the Star Wars cameos and crossovers. I don't know. I feel like I could definitely see like something happening at some point. I don't know. Maybe not. But I mean, they're probably gonna bring Cal from Fallen Order into live action. Like that feels almost
Yes.
confirmed at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's from a video
Yeah.
game medium. But I mean, that's canon technically, so it's within the universe.
Yeah. And the actor, it would work. Like you
Mhm.
actually have the actor that can play Cal
Yeah.
in live action because he did it for the game. So
Like what a cool change that would be, like with Cal, with Sam Witwer as Star Killer, if they
Yeah.
ever were to do that, like having a video game character and then the real life character,
yeah,
it's gonna be like, holy cow, this person looks uncanny to the video game character.
yeah,
It's usually the other way around, and it's usually just never quite as good.
yeah.
No, it's not.
But I was watching Star Wars Theory stream yesterday, and they were talking about that a little bit, about how like Visions has opened the door to a lot of things. Like if we as a community can be okay with not canon stuff, then like, that opens doors for them to make content on Legends material. If they ever wanted to do Star Killer, they could just call it not canon. People would not complain.
No.
So
No,
He is
absolutely. Yeah.
OP. He is OP.
it's his own little universe.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
break anything, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not
TOB1
I'm
was
not
OP in
I'm
his
not
episode.
against it. I'm not against it. I love those
Yeah.
video games. That's
Man, I hope in Battlefront 3 they include Visions characters. How sick would that be?
That would
Oh,
be pretty crazy.
I think that's the bridge, though, isn't it? Like between like canon
Yeah.
Star Wars
Well,
and
yeah.
anime is video games.
Yeah, because
That's-
all
I
those.
see that.
Yeah.
The Visions DLC. I can see it.
Oh my gosh, I am
I'm fired up.
rocking a semi right now.
Comes out at the same time Visions Season 2 comes out, so it promotes
Oh
it.
yes.
There you go. Visions DLC.
Or
Let's
even just like
go.
a Visions game on its own. I mean, why not? It was a huge success. I think
Sure.
Visions accomplished exactly what they wanted it to.
Yeah.
Man, I hope Disney's in this stream. Get in here, Disney.
Start
We got
milking
some
it.
ideas to bounce off of you.
Hire me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him. He's got the official like clippy thingy and everything.
Yeah.
He's half
Exactly. I
hired.
mean, Rick, like, come on, I love you guys.
So, final question, I guess, is what do you guys think is next for Visions going into the future? Do you think this is it? You think they'll ever come back to it and do something else?
no. I think they're gonna continue it somehow. If that's because it did good. I feel like it did good for at least bridging the gap between non-canon and canon stuff, and making sure that we're all good with it, like you guys said. And maybe some episodes are gonna fall flat at sometimes, but still, it's still non-canon, but still gonna be Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think it did a good job of, like, again, with it being anime, I think this can bring in a lot of new fans to anime, like Star Wars fans. I can think, and I think that was a nice idea, because anime is such a huge fan base. I may not like it myself, but has a huge following. And then of course Star Wars does as well. I think just on that alone, like, even if, say, they didn't have, it wasn't as popular as they may have wanted, I think continuing it would be a smart thing to do. I would love a second season with new stories, but also a few
Yes.
of the episodes being continuations of the ones we got in season 1.
I love that.
So if they
I'm
do
going
9
with that
episodes
from now
again, I would love maybe like 4 continuation episodes, and then 5 new stories, and then you can keep going from there. And like there's so many things you can do. I could see like 5 seasons of Visions, or maybe more. Like there's so many different things they can do. Because it's not canon, they can do way more. So, I can expect a new season in 2023. Honestly, if they start working on it now.
Yeah,
I think you killed it.
yeah, honestly, holy crap! I was gonna say like the sort of resounding theme with all 9 episodes was sort of like lightsabers and force abilities, right?
Mhm.
So then for season
Gotcha.
2, do like Bounty Hunters Guild or something like that.
Exactly.
Like give me some non-canon bounty hunter shit, you know?
There's so
Ooh.
much.
Give me Boba Fett with a lightsaber.
Oh god. Give me a Battle Droids episode. Just Battle Droids doing
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
out. That's it. That's it. That's all I
Get them
want.
just rolling out.
A
Give me
clone-
some like some non-canon like Republic versus Separatist shit.
Yeah, a clone episode. Where,
Yeah,
like,
give me
you're
some
trapped
non-canon
in-
of that. And like
yeah, like
I don't know,
Anime
maybe-
clones. Damn it, that would have been cool.
that's the thing. There's so
Oh.
many things they can do.
Yeah. Yes, I
Like you
think
didn't even really get a space episode, like a space battle. Like it's besides the twins episode, but like with
Yeah.
X-wings and TIE fighters, like we could get a whole just pilot episode. That would be really cool. Like whatever you want, really.
So the door is open. They can do a lot of stuff now.
Absolutely.
Not even with visions.
So season 2, I think they do season 2 brand new episodes like CCU said, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me in this discussion. This is perfect.
No
This went
problem.
exactly the way that I hoped it would. I think we had some really good generated a really good discussion here.
Yeah, this was awesome. I needed to talk to this about someone none of my friends like anime.
Yeah.
Or even my Star Wars fans are like, I don't know if I want to watch
Yeah,
this. I'm like,
well,
dude, just watch it.
I mean, my wife's a big Star Wars fan. She's not watching this. Same with my brother. He's not watching it. So
Yeah,
everyone
it's not
draws
for
the line
everybody.
somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
All right, I'm gonna boot you guys.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Do you guys have anything you want to plug or promote or shout out? CCU, any projects you're working on?
Right now, I mean, we got a lot of shows coming out still this year, and I usually do reviews and breakdowns of that, and for Star Wars and Marvel. And I'm working on some edits as well, and that's pretty much it. So, I mean, yeah, check it out if you guys want, and I'd greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the description after the stream is done,
Awesome.
so you guys can find
Thank
them. The rest of you guys, you got any last words?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Actually, I have an anti-plug. Don't sub to my YouTube channel. There's nothing there. There's probably not going to be anything there.
They're still gonna sub.
Juicy started a movement, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's because Juicy's the man.
Reluctant fame.
Yeah. Exactly.
What about you, Nick?
No, nothing to plug really.
Okay,
Not right now.
that's all good. Just wanted to give everyone the floor.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome, guys. And then there was one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the stream. Appreciate you guys, everyone that stuck around and commented. I think this was awesome. This was exactly the discussion that I wanted to have with you guys. Just before I end this stream, I just want to give a big shout out to the High Council. These are the people who are supporting me on the channel. I have a couple names I need to add to this. This is out of date. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will say, if you want to join the High Council and support the channel, the way we do that is through Patreon, because YouTube won't monetize me. So I have all the same prices that most YouTubers use. It's just through Patreon. And if you do decide to support the channel, your name will be highlighted as YouTube mod, because that's the closest thing that I can do. So speaking of High Council members, there he is. Appreciate you, man. You missed it, but you're here now. That's all that matters. Thanks for coming on, Cameos. CCU. Fat, we'll have to get you on here one of these days. Okay, guys. And if you're not in the Discord, you should join the Discord. I think most of the people I've seen in the comments are already there, but I got to say it anyway. Okay, guys. Have a great day. May the Force be with you.